Okay. Let's hope that doesn't fall. Howdy.
Yo.
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 As you can see, we are not in our usual domain. Is that the word that I'm looking for?
Habitat.
Our usual habitat. We're not in the kitchen. We don't have any coffee. We had coffee already, but we don't have any right now.
Yeah.
Because...
DTE sucks. Monkey rocks.
Monkey rocks? What the fuck does that mean?
Don't know. Just whatever popped in my head at the time.
Monkey rocks. Okay.
I didn't pay the bill.
We had some horrible storms. Most of y'all probably also lost your power. So they're estimating that our power will be back on Thursday. Today's Tuesday. It was out since yesterday afternoon or something.
About 6 o'clock.
Evening.
On
So
the money.
it's really hot in our house and there's no power, and luckily our sump pump works and our basement's not flooding. You know, it's things are good as far as everything else is concerned, but we don't have air conditioning and it's fucking hot, and last night was rough.
Man, how do y'all sleep without AC?
It was, well, we sleep upstairs in an old home and it's hot as balls and it's so uncomfortable, and we had the worst night of sleep. So we decided to go get breakfast today. Had a honey lavender matcha latte from the Great Commoner in Dearborn. It was really fucking good.
I had French vanilla bean. Whatever that is was good.
Looked good.
I was plain Jane.
We should have brought, I wanted to get some to go, but the lady swept in with the bill. It was like, no rush, but
get out.
Get the fuck out. So we don't have coffee with us, but we're still here to entertain you and shoot the shit a little bit.
Darn Skippy.
Because what the fuck else are we going to do? I mean, I don't know.
Play in traffic.
I might do that if it comes down to it.
Sounds like a fun game.
Yeah, so since we had our little breakfast date, a little coffee date, I figured today we could talk about dating a performer and what it's like. Yeah, what it's like being in a relationship with somebody who performs, or, I don't know, lives a creative life. Maybe like some people are, maybe it's just like one person in the relationship is creative or a performer or whatever. But for us, it's both. And I feel like that's pretty unique.
I just want to chime in one moment here. The producer of this show doesn't give me a very clear and upfront indication of what the topics are going to be.
Because here's what happens. When I tell him ahead of time, I'm like, okay, we're going to talk about this, 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 and this. And he'll say them all in one sentence. And I'm like, well, slow down. We're going to focus on one topic at a time, because you can't say it all at once. So I've decided to not tell him anymore what we're talking about. So that's
y'all know who the producer is now.
I'm the producer and director and
editor-in-chief,
and all that jazz. Marketing department.
Jeez,
it's me, you girl.
Comedy relief.
That's also me.
Not even that.
Mostly me. If I turn this air up higher, is it too loud?
You know, it's hot. I don't care what they say. I mean,
hot,
we
but
care,
I want them to hear us.
We just have to elevate our voices and use our diaphragm to speak.
Okay, let's speak from the diaphragm. Here we go. I got a burp. That was a bad idea. Okay, so anyways, let's focus. I wanted to talk about our dynamic.
We touched on this a little bit before, how when
did.
you're getting ready and I know when to jump in and actually help you out or provide assistance or ask if you need assistance, so things like that.
He knows that because he himself has his own rituals, and if he wasn't a performer, he probably would not understand why I'm such a bitch when I'm getting ready. It's not that I'm a bitch.
If you were with your partner, you all understand how and when to interact with your partner when they're getting ready for a performance. Now, when you're not in that dynamic, you don't know that. And it can be quite frustrating. Because you're trying to get in your zone, but you got all these other things going on. It's like, I just want to sit here and do what I do to get ready for this.
Yeah. It's like you have to get into the right headspace before a performance. And it's probably just an experience with performers. But yeah, you got to get into the right headspace. And if somebody throws that off, it's going to kind of ruin your flow of like, oh my God, these trains, dude, they don't stop.
Right into the train station.
Jeez.
We're in Dearborn, if you guys are wondering.
Anyways, yeah. I'm gonna wait.
Every time she talks.
I'm gonna wait. So yeah, when you're in a relationship with a creative person or specifically a performer, understand that they might have a ritual to get into like their headspace, and you just need to figure that out and work with them, because it's nothing personal. You can't take it personally. Like when he has his shows, I think we talked about this before, but he'll kind of disappear before he performs, before his band goes up. He'll just disappear and go like take some time to clear his head, and I'm not gonna like hunt him down and try and like chirp in his ear and talk about this and that. Like I'm gonna let him go do his thing, because I know that that's how he is his best self, is when he can do that before a performance. Otherwise he's gonna be like distracted or frazzled or whatever.
What is a nuance that really gets to you when you're getting ready?
When I'm getting ready?
When you're getting ready, or right before you get, like, what is the one thing that can just be like, oh, this is really going to eat me up when I start performing? You can feel a shift in how you're going to perform based on an event or something that took place before you perform.
If there's any changes to the gig details. Like if suddenly now the person wants us to do this extra thing or get there earlier, or like, I don't know, but those are pretty rare occasions. Like, or if like somebody suddenly like is performing with me and then they suddenly have to back out for some emergency or whatever. Like anything that comes up last minute. And also when if I'm doing like a performance with multiple people and there's a group chat and the group chat is just constantly fucking going off. Actually, notifications in general.
I was about to say that.
Let's rephrase. The biggest annoyance for me when I'm getting ready is fucking notifications, just ding, 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 just going off. Group messages, calls, texts, whatever. I hate it.
Fiance's phone.
Anything. Any of it. It stresses me out. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm this way, but
Jess does not have her ringer on her phone. I will text her and call her and be like, hey, answer the phone.
Hey, no. If you guys watched our vlogs.
Oh, man. It's so funny.
We had a whole discussion about that in one of our vlogs. It was pretty funny.
Let me go call Jess. She's not going to answer. Of course not. You had your phone on, babe.
It's on. It's just on silent. Because I like silence. Because there's always just fucking chaos in my brain. I don't need it physically in front of me either. You know? What about you? What's your biggest annoyance when you're getting in your zone?
Getting to the phone rang. I just thought you heard that.
Oh.
Getting to the gigs on time or early is one of my things. I have to do that. Because if I feel like I'm rushing, by the time I sit on the drums, all the chaos has come into play, and now I'm rushing on the drums. The beat should be slower, and because I'm still in that, I gotta hurry up. So that's probably my main thing. But with the gigs I have now, I get there a good hour, 2 hours early.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that's chronically late everywhere. So like the anxiety that builds up inside of me when I'm trying to like hurry up and get my stuff together and get ready, even no matter how much time I have. And again, I feel like we talked about this in the video, so maybe I'll trim some of this down so we're not repetitive. But it's just, I get so much anxiety when I'm like running late. It just fucks up my headspace, and then I get there and I'm all frazzled, and I just need to like, I kind of do a little bit of what you do when I first get there. If I'm like in a very anxious state, I kind of don't really talk to people. I just like get my stuff together, get it set up, whatever. The screen got dark.
What's that at?
I don't know what happened.
Suggest for the light. But see, that's what having a good partner is for.
It's
because
very
if
true.
You're there, you're like, hey, calm down.
And I'll tell
if
people
I'm there,
to leave
I'll
you
tell
alone.
you, hey. But yes, because people like to track me down when I just, where's your
Chris?
fiance?
Have you seen Chris?
I'm okay.
He's gone.
Leave me alone.
He's not here. Leave him a message. I'm his secretary.
But yeah,
I will fight you.
If your partner is able to be there with you, it can really
is a thing.
It is. I feel like it can really lighten the load, lessen the stress, lessen the anxiety. So
agreed. So, and on that same note, I go to a lot of his gigs because he's a musician, he's a drummer, so his gigs are public, whereas mine are mostly private events, so he doesn't get to come to too many of mine. But I call myself a roadie because like supporting your partner in their creative endeavors sometimes includes like physically supporting them, not just being there to like cheer them on and like take pictures and all that stuff, but like I'm helping him unload his car, bring his drums in, set them up, you know, all that stuff. There's a lot that goes into
because sometimes you gotta unscrew
dating
the
a
screw
drummer.
all the way.
It happened one time. It was one time that I unscrewed the thing. I don't even know what it's called. I unscrewed it too far and it fell inside the drum, and I thought he was gonna kill me. What's that piece called?
It was the screw for the leg mounts. I forget the technical name because I didn't sleep good last
Drummers
night.
know.
But yeah,
Drummers know.
She unscrewed it and the whole other piece fell in the drum. I'm like, oh dear God, how?
You got it. You got it out.
I did.
It was pretty funny though. The sound guy was laughing at me. I think it was the sound guy.
She's always helping me. She's a great help. I really appreciate you.
I
appreciate the people who help you.
Well, and when I have my gigs, even though he can't always come with me, before I can even finish getting ready, he's already loaded all my stuff up in the car. He's like, okay, what props are you taking? You know, he'll get me a bottle of water so I can stay hydrated. He'll make sure that my fuel and everything is, shut up, make sure my fuel and everything is in the car for me. So, but it's funny though, because when you do that, even though I appreciate it so much, I have this like, when I'm driving, I'll just have this anxious moment of,
did I forget something?
Is there fuel in my car? Did I forget my safety blanket? Like all these things, I'm like, because I didn't physically put it in my car, so I don't know for sure. But he never forgets anything.
I pay attention and I've learned exactly what, I know all the props.
Yeah.
I know all the safety precaution
all
things she needs. Yeah, I try to have it covered.
Yeah, good job, babe. I love you.
I love you, girl.
Let's talk about jealousy and attention.
Oh my God.
Because it's just funny because we're not jealous people. I don't think we are, really. So like, and I feel like you really can't be when you're in a relationship with a performer, because like, so at his shows, he's a drummer, you know, people are gonna come up and talk to him after the show or before the show, and like sometimes flirting, sometimes people flirt with him, and like I'm not gonna just like stand around like a fucking vulture and be like,
you know what happens when people flirt with me? This is what happens.
He looks for me immediately.
Babe, that's what happens.
Well, but I'm not always standing right there is my point.
No, but I'm going to make sure that I get to you for two reasons. Because I love you. And I'm going to let that person know that I'm in love with her. Aww. This is my lady. This is my girl. This is my fianca.
A fianca. But see, here's the thing. It's like, yeah, you can't really, you just have to let that person network. I think that's what the key is. Like, we're networking at our events. You're talking to people at my events. People come up and talk to me. Like, he came to one of my shows. It was a while ago, but it was like some event. I think it was in Toledo. Yeah, it was Toledo.
Yeah.
And
I disappeared, man.
Yeah, I mean, you don't disappear, but like people are gonna be talking to me, and you just wait. I mean, keep an eye on me, make sure I'm safe.
Exactly.
But like, other than that, it's not like, hey, don't talk to my girlfriend.
You're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Networking, and just also like, you're on the job, so I mean, you wouldn't show up at your significant other's place of work. You know, you wouldn't show up to their job and just like start being a clingy fucking.
Some psychos would. Some psychos would. That's how those plants have issues.
Plants.
Like automotive plants.
What?
Where they build cars because somebody didn't mess with somebody's girl and the crazy guy goes up there to confront the guy. It's a whole nother thing.
What are you talking about?
You wouldn't go to somebody's job.
Yeah. And
start.
What's that have to do with an automotive plant?
Because it happens at automotive plants all the time.
Does it?
Yes.
Why?
A lot of people who get, when those shootings happen, it's because some girl or some guy that messed around with somebody and the other person found out. Okay. Yeah, and then they up there being dumb, man.
Is this
shooting people.
That you guys know about?
Chime in. Y'all know it's true. Y'all automotive plants be having y'all work husbands and y'all work wives, and then your real wife or your real husband find out they done came up there with the thing.
Are you speaking from experience?
No, I didn't never worked on automotive plants.
I know. That's funny. But yeah, it's the same concept. Don't show up to your significant other's job and demand their attention, or like, I don't know, just let them be, let them do their thing, and Yeah, that's all.
They have a day job. You have a day job. And at night when you're performing or whenever you perform, that's a job. Period. And keep it professional. If your significant other can't understand that that is a job,
yeah,
I don't know why is it doing that?
I don't
That's
know.
weird.
Maybe because it's getting hot.
Phone's on some issues.
Yeah, my phone's doing weird things. So a really cool, fun, positive thing about us both being performers is that we get to perform together occasionally. There have been a few times where we shared the stage, where his band played and I hula hooped on stage with them. And that's always a lot of fun. And that is actually where he proposed to me. So we could tell that story.
So it was a long time ago. Okay, so here's the story.
It was top of the park.
It was top of the park.
Ann Arbor, Summerfest.
Yes. And I set it up. I had it set all day. I'm like, this is going down. I let her know. Like,
No, you didn't.
I didn't let her. I said, man, it's a big day. She kept saying, you've played here before. You'll be fine. I was like, it's a big day. You don't understand. She says,
wait. He was very nervous.
I was very nervous.
And he kept saying that. And I'm like, why are you so nervous? It's fine. Like, you've performed here before. I've performed here before. Like, it's fine. It's just Ann Arbor.
And she says,
it's a big stage, though.
It is. And she says, I'm like, you don't understand. She says, I understand. And she walked away. When she turned around, I was like, you don't understand.
Well,
I said it just like that.
I didn't know.
You don't understand.
I didn't suspect this at all. Like, I expected us to just go up there and we were performing together. Like, we did it pre-COVID, so it was 2019 Summerfest. So I was like, cool, we get to do it again now that COVID is like, whatever. But what also is kind of funny about this, and I'll let you continue, is that this was the same day that Roe vs. Wade was overturned.
Oh.
So
yeah,
it was
not laughing about that. That was not cool.
It was a very fucking emotional day for me, as I'm sure it was for most of the people watching. It was just a crazy day, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be on stage tonight, and I wanted to make some sort of statement while people are looking at me, like, because why not? I have a platform. So I wrote on my stomach and my back, and I asked him, I was like, do you think Funk Wagon would be cool with me making a political statement on stage? And he's like, I don't know if you want to do that. And I was like, no, I really do. I feel like I need to do this. And he's like, okay.
I said, I'll ask Aaron.
So I wrote my body on the front of my stomach, and I wrote my choice on the back, which I thought was great. I had like a crop top so you could see it. Said, my body, my choice. Because don't fucking make laws about my body, you old dirty white men. But anyways, that's beside the point. Old dirty white men plus Clarence Thomas. Anyway. Thomas Clarence?
I don't care
whatever.
Sell out. Anyway.
So he begrudgingly, he didn't try very hard to get me to not do that.
She would have figured it out.
No, I wouldn't have.
She would have figured it out. She'd be like, no, actually, I would have said, nah, don't do it. And she would have did it anyway because it's Jess. And y'all know Jess.
Shut up.
Should I wear this? No, wear the other one. I like that one more. Guess what happens? She wears, it's just the way.
It's not purposeful. I don't do it on purpose.
It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's malicious.
It's not malicious. It's not. Shut up. So I decided to write this on my stomach and whatever. So now we're at the gig and doing the gig.
We're on
performing.
stage.
I don't know. Was it like halfway through?
Halfway through, I finally get Aaron's attention because he ran right over the song I was supposed to do it after. Aaron Burrows, my boy, front man for Funk Wagon. He hooked me up. He helped me set this up.
Yes.
He gets Jess to come towards the keyboard, and I'm on the drums, so I sneak off the drums and come around.
Wait.
Oh boy.
Oh, I have to add in.
Go ahead.
I gotta sprinkle my. So Aaron stops and he, like, you know, in between some songs, he like said my name, like gave me a shout out, and I was like, cool. And then he like kind of opened it up and he was like, come on, and he like told me to come over there, like over to the keyboard, and I'm like thinking in my head, like, does he want me to give myself a shout out? Like, you can book me, SapphireSupernova.com. I don't know what the fuck he wanted me to do. So I kind of freaked out and I was like, and I looked at Chris and he was like, go over there. But he was standing up. I still didn't think of anything like fishy though. Like I just looked and he was like, go on. So I walk over to Aaron and he looks at me and like smiles and walks away. And I'm like, why are you abandoning me? Like, I'm in the middle of the stage. I just felt, it was very weird. I didn't know what the fuck was happening. And then I turn, and
Then she turns, and I look at her and I say, a lot of people ask, what did you say? You were pointing your finger. What did you say? I said, remember I told you today was a big day and you didn't understand? That's what I said to her. And her eyes was like, huh? And then I get that knee. I bend the knee. Bend the knee. So I bend the knee. And she was like, oh my God. And the hoops just flew.
I said,
the hoops just dropped to the ground.
I said, stop.
She said stop like 8 times.
Stop. I threw my hoops down because I was hula hooping on stage. And he had this beautiful shiny ring. And
I was shaking. I was like,
it was funny. It happened. Remember, it happened so quickly, and I was in complete shock. I don't even know like what he said or what I said. Like, it would just happen so fast. And I think I said yes.
You did.
But then after we talked about it after the show, I was like, did you even say the words, will you marry me? Because like, I don't even know. I blacked out.
I blacked out standing up.
I blacked out standing up.
And then she ran off stage.
I ran away. I said yes, and we kissed, and everybody was cheering.
Like,
and
I don't know what to do.
Because Aaron immediately started playing on the keys again. So like, you guys started a song immediately, and I was just standing there looking stupid. I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I ran away, ran backstage.
I had to run to the drums.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So, a beautiful moment that would have never happened if we weren't both performers. I mean, it would have happened a different way.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like since we were both doing what we loved in that moment, it was just, I'm gonna cry. Oh my God, no! Stop it!
She's gonna edit this out. Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna edit this out. I love you.
I love you.
Look at this. Why? It's because I haven't slept. Leave me alone.
Every time I sleep, I just gotta cry it out. I'm just playing. I love you. So this is everyday us. We always picking on each other. Today is probably a little worse because we're so tired.
I'm not always crying.
Last night was rough.
But
that's one of the benefits of performing with your partner or having your partner that is also a performer. Yeah. It's just so many different dynamics to which we can work together, and I love it.
There's a lot that I wish we could do together. Like, there was one time where he set up his drum.
That's right.
He didn't set up the full kit.
No, I didn't. It was parts of it.
We were like in our backyard,
just jamming, just chilling.
Yeah, he was playing drums, and I was spinning some fire, and we were just having fun.
People driving down the street.
Yeah. Oh, my eyes are just watery now. A little teary moment. That was all I had written down. Can you think of anything else we could talk about or ask the people? Do you have a creative partner?
Yeah, I want to know. What do y'all do? How y'all spend your day? How do you gauge when to help and when not to help? And shut up and when to speak?
Well, I feel like you focus so much on just the getting ready of a gig aspect. It's not just that. That's not the only thing. These guys are practicing their golf swings in the parking lot.
Oh my God.
Can you see?
Yeah, what you gotta do, you gotta get your forearm in that batsman and let your wrist go limp as you come through with the follow-up. That's gonna give you that maximum power.
Can you see it? I hope they can see it.
Yeah, they can see it.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, I mean, do you guys, wherever you need to practice that swing.
We're pretty tired.
We're so
I'm
tired.
pretty beat. I can't speak.
This was,
This is gonna be a short one.
It's not that short, actually. It's like a half hour, but I'm probably gonna do a lot of snip and editing. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about, or any questions that you have for us as performers. We would love to.
Yeah, we got some experience in the game.
It is what it is.
I want to start saying something at the end of the shows.
Like what?
Like, never pay for pay to play.
Never pay for pay to play. Put that on a shirt. Never pay to play, period.
Nah, don't do that.
Sorry that we're low energy today, y'all. Maybe we should have had that second cup of coffee. It also just like adds to the experience, because then I feel like
you guys are in our life right now, so we're just sharing that with you. You know,
it's true.
Today's a rough one. It's a rough one.
Well, we can't cheers since we don't have cups, but we can dab.
Oh, we'll just follow all the way.
What were you doing?
Imaginary cups, man.
I thought you were trying to pound it.
Chink.
2 exposures, please. That was sad.
It was.
That was such a pathetic.
Let's try it again.
Thanks for watching. 2 exposures, please. Peace.